What have you found in your experience that's been the most effective way in bridging those divides?
This is one of the most exciting things for me because I went into this not knowing, not knowing what I would find. Right? I was looking for threads of common ground, and I knew that asking questions and just sitting back and letting people talk was going to be my contribution to that. The most exciting thing for me, Will, is that I have found that the people who are the most adept and skilled and most self-aware, that's a huge one. The most self-aware people in the world follow this pattern, I will say, of asking questions. Like the very thing that I was doing, asking more questions, is the thing that the most self-aware people do. But they do it in this pattern of first they ask questions of themselves. They get curious about the thoughts in their head and their own experiences, and they question why and how they came to the beliefs that they hold. What was it about their upbringing? What was it about where they lived, the community, their friends, their family, their were they religious or not? Like just all these things. They get curious about themselves and they start to ask themselves these questions in their minds. Then they ask questions about others. They're still in their minds. They're still in their heads and they're getting curious about others and saying, well, if I believe this and if this was my experience, how might somebody else who had a different experience than me come to a different belief? How might, if I grew up in a very, faith-based home in rural Kansas and, small town Kansas, and had both of my parents and had two, middle class America, white family, how might my experience change or give me a view of the world that might be different from somebody on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, from experience, from family, from religious experience, like just all that. They get curious about other people.
Mhm.
Then finally, they ask questions of other people. They start seeking those people out with different experiences and different views of the world, and they get curious with them. And they start asking them questions to bring about a full understanding of another human being. Because I know you've had Monica Guzman on your show. She wrote the book, I Never Thought of It That Way.
I actually just had a conversation with her this past week, and
That's
we'll be
right.
talking about her new book.
Yeah, just an incredible, incredible TEDx talk that she gave. And
Yep, yep.
one of the things that she says is those people who are underrepresented in your life will be overrepresented in your mind. And
Mhm.
those people that go and ask questions of others, they're trying to bridge that gap.